one way is you could pull from your personal experience. I think that's probably what most people do. Whatever their personal life experience is, they try to pull different moments from that, and they try to piece it together into some type of plot that makes sense. That's what I kind of saw mostly from people in film school. That is a great way to create something that's authentic. It is a lot of work doing it, just sitting there, trying to do it scene by scene. So I'm speaking on it to say something that could really help you today in this age is using like GPT for free. You can literally go in there. You can create an outline of what your story is. So you can say, hey, I want a story that ends like this. I want it to start like this. I want this to be the middle point. I want my characters to be character A, B, C, D, E. Really treat GPT like a person where they can do whatever it is you want them to do text-wise, but you have to give them data points. You have to give them information. So give them as much information about your film. Give them the arc of the character, give them the arc of the film, how you see it, and then ask it to create an outline for your script. Then once you get that outline, break that down section by section and ask it to create a script for you. It is a great way to just start. It's not gonna be perfect. Maybe it will be perfect, but just having that, I mean, the amount of stuff you can get within an hour is crazy. Like, I just saved you a week, 2 weeks, maybe 2 months worth of work right there, honestly. Like, it's really gonna help you, so.
And I mean, now that you brought it up, like that's a good talking point. Is there anybody who's against that at all? I know you are. Let's talk about it. So, because I feel like there's this I think it's an understandable fear or hate, whatever it is, of ChatGPT or AI in general. But you gotta think like, it's a tool at the end of the day. It's not going to create something that you can use. Like, I've never put something in ChatGPT script-wise where it's been like, this is dope, this is fire, I can use it. But like you say, it's a start. But I'm always open to other like opinions on it. So if you don't mind speaking on it, like, what do you kind of?
I necessarily don't like it in that type of regard now because it's using data that's already out there and stuff, and that's good to get probably a concept, right? Getting a concept from that could be a good thing because we, for the project, I think we used it last year when we were thinking about a title for the film.
Oh, for weather? Yeah.
And we pulled from that to give us some ideas about what we could do in terms of that. Now, I don't know how robust it is to actually get a formatted script the right way that you want it to and such. But I think it takes a little bit too much of the human away from the story. It's now granted, it's a good tool. It's in its beginning stages, but I think that's one of the big things that even though we're not in that Hollywood sphere, we can still touch on why they wanted to put rules in place ahead of that.
Ooh, can I talk?
Hold on, I think anybody else want to speak on it? Yeah.
So my whole thing with it is basically like, right now it's sort of, it's a good tool, I agree, but at some point, as they develop it and it continues to grow, whatever, how long before it starts to take out, creatives in that stage? It's like, we don't need to go through writers or whatever. It's developed to the point where now we just do. It's like, all right, cool, let's go shoot this movie, whatever, and then they're completely taken off of that position, whatever. Now, I do agree that, it's a good tool, I'm sort of like a teacher, honestly, like, hey, it's a tool, use it, get from it, and then modify it, whatever, but when you have those students, like, nah, I'm just going to use the whole thing, whatever, then I'm sort of like, yeah, I don't like it, whatever.
I got you.
My question is, are you still learning to use it, or are you staying away from it because how you feel?
I know how to use it, like,
thoroughly. So do you actively use it?
Yeah, Faster Talks, basically he has his own language and stuff like that. You have to communicate the proper way to get the proper results or whatever. And so they went through and tried to solve that stuff or whatever. And that's why I said, like, if you, once it develops or whatever, like, it has the potential to do some amazing things, whatever. And then from that point, I can see him being like, hey, let's just throw it in there and forget these writers or whatever.
Is there anybody in the audience that, go ahead, my bad.
I was going to say that, so I'm in film at UNC Charlotte, and I was like that. Like I felt like it did take the human side outside of, or like just being authentic out.
Mm-hmm.
And like AI just isn't going anywhere. Like it's just more like the company I work for now. Like there's a machine that's making 50 dishes an hour, and like because I work in a hospitality and whatnot, so I do video creation for them. And so like now I'm making videos on AI. So like there's a point where it's like, okay, it's everywhere. Even I had a teacher who was like, I can't tell y'all don't use it because like you're gonna use it. And there's nothing I can do about it. And so now it's like, okay, how can I just use this as a tool? If it's there, if it's everywhere, like it's gonna be hard to like not use it if there's just more programs coming.
Yeah.
And so something I learned is it's only gonna do as much as you tell it to do. And so with ChatGPT, like it's only gonna do all the work if you tell it to do all the work. And so I use it as like a guideline, like, hey, I need another character, and I want my character to be like this, and it can give you that guideline. Now, I have some classmates in media production that's like just lazy, like, okay, write my whole script for me. You can do that, but then like you just took the whole fun out the creative process. And so I've learned how to just use it to benefit me, like anything where I'm like extremely stuck or like I could just use, because sometimes like I work better in the creative space where I'm by myself. And so sometimes it's like I can't even reach out to nobody, like I'm by myself. So it's like you can just type it in and it's like, okay, I need you to just help me on this right here. And again, it's only gonna do as much as you want it to do. So I've been able to control like keeping the authenticness in it and keeping that human side inside of it, because I'm not gonna allow it to take that away from me. So once you learn how to manipulate it, just like we manipulate films and whatnot, it can be your best friend.
That's dope. I appreciate y'all sharing your thoughts because it really makes these experiences even better, more valuable.
We could go really deep inside. I'll let you say like the last piece, but we could. This probably another workshop. This whole chat.
I'll try to hurry because I know we're on a time limit. I mean, he really summed it up well. And again, I think this just feeds into my point earlier about understanding your personal journey, what you're doing and where you are as a filmmaker, like what your purpose is, because everybody's is different. So there might be a filmmaker who is really into the art of creating film, and they actually like to work with the physical film, like actual film, not digital media, but the film. And they enjoy writing, and they can kind of create at their own pace. But then there's another creator where maybe they have a full-time job or they're a freelancer who has multiple clients, and they have to bang out video after video after video. For them, it's a lot more beneficial to sit down, really have all these data points to whatever video it is they're creating and use it to create outlines, use it to create skeletons. If you want to add the human element into it, you come in behind it, you add your sauce on it. If you don't, if you're just trying to knock out videos and it's corporate and you don't care about the soul of a being in there, that's fine. There's no right or wrong. Just understand what your goals are, who you are as a filmmaker, and like what's right and wrong for you personally. So that's it. That's all.
Man, I have so much I want to say on that.
Yeah, bro. It's